Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the GOAT conversation in the NBA. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have sports content coming out here at Sports Choice Plus. And make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel so you can get all the updates. Without further ado, we're getting right into the action. So I've been getting a lot of questions the last couple of days since the Lakers won the NBA Finals, and it's been, who is your GOAT? Who's the greatest player of all time? Well, I'm going to simplify a couple of things for you guys and give you my breakdown about the biggest arguments that I hear on a consistent basis why Michael Jordan is the GOAT versus LeBron James. The first biggest argument, obviously, I hear is 6-0, 6 Finals MVPs, 6 NBA championships, and that's great. It's a fantastic stat. When you're looking at stats, is just exactly what it is. When you're looking at Michael Jordan, he had success in the NBA Finals. He had the ability to close series. That was fine, dandy, great. But I'm asking people, Michael Jordan has 6 championships, and he played 15 NBA seasons. So if we're talking about GOAT, we're talking about the full 15 seasons that a person played, not just 6. So when you're looking at LeBron right now, he's in year 17. He does have a lot more losses in the finals than Jordan did. But keep in mind, the total resume of what he has is greater than Michael Jordan's has at this point in time. When you're looking at him, passing him in points, steals, rebounds, assists, all those things you have to keep in mind in the playoffs. Those years count when you didn't win the NBA Finals as well. You have to keep in mind, just when you win the finals, they don't just count your records or your stats from those years. So 6 championships is impressive, but you got to think, LeBron has 4 now. 4 is more than enough to be in a conversation, and I think people have to realize just making it to the finals that many times, Jordan never was able to do that. Jordan stopped at 6, whether it was by his own choice or whether he wasn't good enough to get more than 6. That was Jordan. So when you're looking at the scale that people are weighing on, here's the second argument. People are saying that, oh, you know, when LeBron, on LeBron's watch, people ate. Everybody ate and everybody won championships. On Jordan's watch, Jordan didn't let nobody eat. I'm telling people, are y'all not counting any other year besides year 6 that he played, the 6 years? When you look at NBA championships, when Michael Jordan was in the league, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won a championship. When Michael Jordan was in the league, Magic Johnson won a championship. When Michael Jordan was in the league, Isaiah Thomas won championships. When Michael Jordan was in the league, Larry Bird won a championship. When you're looking at Shaq won a title while Jordan was in the league. Tim Duncan won a title while Michael Jordan was in the league. Kobe Bryant won a title while Jordan was in the league. Hakeem Olajuwon, when he came back and from baseball, Hakeem Olajuwon won a championship on his watch. I believe Clyde Drexler won a championship on that watch. So we have to keep in context, it's not just 6 years that Jordan played. Jordan played 15. So if we're talking a GOAT conversation, you have to include years that Jordan did not win. And I repeat, you have to include years that he was not successful. If Jordan played in one game in the NBA season, he played. It does not matter. If he retired, came back, his legacy is his legacy. That's a part of what he's doing. When you look at before Scottie Pippen showed up, Michael Jordan was not above 500 with his basketball winning record in the NBA. Feel free to Google these. These are facts. When you're looking at Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird as a Boston Celtic in the playoffs. Not in a playoff series, in a single game. We're looking at him being swept by the Bucks, I believe in 85. I believe in 86 and 87, he was swept by the Celtics. Keep in mind, these are swept. These are not 4-2, there was 2 games, game 7 here. No, these were swept. You did not win a single game in the series. Considering LeBron James came directly from high school into the NBA with that kind of pressure on his back, with the criticism. He's the most criticized superstar that we've seen in any sport. No matter basketball, football, baseball, hockey, no matter what it is, LeBron James is the most criticized. When you look at the criticism that Michael Jordan took in The Last Dance, Michael Jordan almost lost his shit when someone said something bad about him in the paper. Imagine if he saw some of the things on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or social media platforms that are here now. Would Michael Jordan be able to handle that? With the issues that Michael Jordan had with gambling, they would have torn his ass up in 2020 in the media. When you're looking just at what LeBron was asked to do, and this is just in general, to carry a franchise, to win a championship with 3 different NBA teams, 2 on the East, 1 on the West. Not saying that Jordan couldn't do it, but he didn't do it. It's more impressive what LeBron has done. When you go to the West and you're the number 1 seed, regardless if you're talking about this as a pandemic championship, everybody played through the same circumstances in that bubble. There was not one team who had a competitive advantage in that bubble. It's not like LeBron's Lakers played less or different games or anything like that. No. The Clippers choked. They had an opportunity to meet LeBron in the Western Conference Finals. They choked. When you're looking at the competition in some of these finals losses that LeBron has, tell me a team that can compete with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Steph Curry. Tell me. That could be if Andre Iguodala makes the Hall of Fame, Draymond makes the Hall of Fame, Klay makes the Hall of Fame. We know KD's in. We know Steph's in. That's going to be 5 Hall of Famers. Now, mind you, when he got beat his first time in the NBA Finals, he was a young LeBron playing against a veteran Spurs team. He had no help in Cleveland. Who we calling? Zilgowski's help? Anders Varejao help? Danielle Marshall help? Let's be real, folks. Let's be real. And when you look at just overall what's been done, I look at Michael Jordan. He started in the NBA in 84. He retired in 93, came back a little bit in 94, left in 95, came back in 95 later that year, retired in 98. And then you look at what he did 01 to 03. In totality, 15 seasons. When you look at the Dream Team, that was impressive. Michael Jordan was impressive. When LeBron played on the Dream Team, his version, he was impressive as well. He was the best person on that team. You cannot find a team that LeBron won a championship on that he was not the best player. LeBron has regular season MVPs just like Jordan. LeBron has NBA Finals MVPs just like Jordan. He has championships just like Jordan. So when you're talking about the full scale of a career, make sure you're putting every single year in those categories. And you know what's crazy? The only time Michael Jordan beat Larry Bird is when he was the coach of the Pacers in the playoffs. Now that I think about it. So you got to keep in mind, in this day and age, this era of basketball, yes, some things are going to be different. Yes, some things are going to be skewed because, I hear a lot of people saying that, they didn't shoot threes back when Michael Jordan was playing. How the hell did Reggie Miller make him a living? He was shooting threes. Reggie Miller was the 3-point king. He played during the same era as Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So I just tell people, what Michael Jordan did was impressive. Very impressive. No disrespect to him. But what LeBron James did, off the court, on the court, with everything he's going through, I think this championship was the best championship I've seen in a long time. Being away from your family for 3 months, having to deal with the social injustice things outside of the bubble, having to make sure you keep your team focused inside the bubble. It's just so many different things that could have gone wrong for this championship. And when I look at the teams that Michael Jordan's have had, when I look at the players, Ron Harper was a dog. Horace Grant was a dog. John Paxson, Steve Kerr, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. Remember, Kukoc was targeted by Team USA. He had a pretty good game against Team USA in the Olympics. I know he lost the first one, but he came back and busted their ass that second game. Bill Cartwright. You know, he had several different guys on his team that were good contributors. He had 2 Hall of Famers in Dennis Rodman and also Scottie Pippen, a Hall of Fame head coach with Phil Jackson. So don't tell me Jordan did it by himself or Jordan is the GOAT for doing X, Y, Z. He had a lot of help. And that stat I pointed out before, show me Jordan's stats without Scottie Pippen, and I'll show you a losing record. So to me, I make the case LeBron James is the greatest player to have played the NBA. He's bigger than Jordan. He's faster than Jordan. He's been asked to play all 5 positions at some point in time. He's won championships against trios. Remember, he beat Durant, Harden, Westbrook, Ibaka. He beat Manu, Parker, Ginobili, Kawhi. He also beat Steph, Clay, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond. He's beaten quality teams to win championships. It doesn't matter when you look back at it. He's beaten quality championships. Quality teams for championships. So all of you Jordan fans, all of you LeBron fans, get in the comment section right now. Tell me what you think about my reasonings, my breakdowns. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Keep in mind, I've been alive for both these guys' careers. I've seen pretty much all their years in playing. So it's not like I haven't seen one or the other. It's just time to settle the debate. They're both great players, but LeBron is the GOAT. Don't forget to check out all of our content, Sports Choice Plus, each and every week. Thank y'all so very much for checking out the video. Thank you so very much. Until next time, folks, be safe out there.